Hey guys, welcome back and happy Monday. All right, so I know we don't get the Real Housewives of Orange County until Wednesday night. I understand this, but we do have some behind the scenes coming from one Miss Heather Dubrow. Heather Dubrow actually is sharing what was edited out of the Real Housewives of Orange County dinner party with Jen Armstrong, says the night was fun and production made it look shitty. I'm curious what she means by that. And I always wonder and get a little anxious when housewives come out and blame production for editing. And mind you, it does play a big role into how we, the viewers, perceive the situation. Editing sometimes can be everything, but I just don't like when the women blame, like, oh, well, I might have come off like I was, sad or aggressive, or I tried to put my hands on her, but you didn't see the rest of the situation. It's like, no, you can't blame editing for that. Or Lisa Barlow's hot mic moment. That's not really an editing situation. But anyways, getting back to it, we have all of the details and more. Thank you to Reality Blurb. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And don't forget to hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. With that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like on the latest episode of The Real Housewives of Orange County, viewers were treated to a dinner party thrown by Heather Dubrow. And we all saw this. It looked like Dr. Jen Armstrong had maybe one too many to drink, and her husband, Ryan, not to be confused with Ryan, was not having it. Now, we all know Heather loves to maintain a certain level of perfection in her behavior and lifestyle, but now Heather is blaming Bravo producers for editing down the dinner party episode to make it seem like it was more of a disaster than it actually was. Speaking on Heather Dubrow's World podcast, Heather said production made it look shitty and the evening was way more fun than was actually shown, including making it look like co-star Dr. Jen Armstrong was heavily intoxicated the entire time. She said, I was so pissed off because, first of all, the toast that Jen gave about the underwear, that was later, not when we sat down. I hate when they do that because if I had known that she was that hammered, I would have ended the dinner and would have, sent her home. What you didn't see was we had a full dinner. So she's pretty much kind of putting herself out there saying, had I have known that this was going to be portrayed this way, this toast, then I wouldn't have, subjected her to that. I wouldn't have put her out there to be edited out to look like this, like intoxicated, belligerent person that Heather doesn't think that she actually is. Heather added that the evening was so much fun with dancing and even funnier moments when Jen accidentally fell while dancing, while Heather made sure to let listeners know Jen was not intoxicated at the time and hated how production made her friend look. She said, we went outside and danced on the balcony over there on the patio out there. We were dancing and whatever. I mean, it was a full evening and I didn't ask that many times. So I hated that scene. Okay. I hated that they took, in my opinion, what was one of the most funniest evenings. And like Sarah and Jen were dancing together and then Jen dropped her and just left her there and walked off. It was so funny. And she wasn't that hammered until the end. Heather continued saying that that's why I was upset about the episode, because I was so excited to see this party because it was so much fun and everyone had such a great time until the end. And it just bummed me out that they didn't show it. Again, we don't really have control over editing. And I know this is off topic, but when people say, I want to see Kris Jenner join the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, it'll never happen. She's an EP over the Kardashians and she sits down with her family at the end of every season and they decide what goes in and what stays out. They decide as a family, they have full control over the edits. And if there's a moment that's not favorable, they're not going to make each other look silly or make it look like something that it wasn't. And it seems like that is exactly Heather's problem with Bravo at the moment. Heather also admitted to being controlling and liking her dinner parties a certain way, but hated how production made her look. No matter the editing, I think all viewers, including myself, were thoroughly entertained by how many times Jen referred to Heather as Heather D and repeatedly complimented her wine at least 300, 400, 500, 600, 700 times. I mean, Heather revealed during the Real Housewives after show that she and Jen have already laughed the whole ordeal off. You were so funny, though, Dubrow said to Jen. We had a lot of fun that night. And Jen agreed, yes, that's exactly right. It was fun. It was a blast. Well, I mean, it looked like a lot of fun. It did look like Jen was intoxicated because Jen was intoxicated. But I mean, we would be fools to think that there wouldn't be more to the night than that. You know, the crazy thing is a lot of people miss this point, but when housewives film, like sometimes when we see the dinner parties and we see them sitting around and they look just like so tired, sometimes they've been sitting at those tables for 4 to 6 hours. They're filming, they're trying to have these conversations. Productions like, you guys have given us nothing, we need more. Somebody play a game, somebody do something. And then when we get the final episode, even though they've been sitting there for 4 to 6 hours filming that scene, we might get 6 to 10 minutes of it. Nothing really crazy. We missed the whole entire dinner, but that 6 to 10 minutes is probably the most exciting part. So that's what they're going to give us, because maybe it'll create controversy, it'll get ratings. And it seems like that's exactly what they did when they played off of Jen Armstrong being intoxicated. Now, I saw where fans were going in on Dr. Jen saying, I wouldn't want that to be my doctor. She's getting intoxicated like that. She has problems in her relationship. It makes me wonder, though, how many people actually know what's going on behind the scenes with their doctors. If you look at Dr. David from the Real Housewives of New Jersey, he would come home and tell Dolores that his first love was his, business, his job, his career. And he wasn't that much of a family man. He wasn't really around in a personal relationship. I mean, you look at some doctors, they have the best lives. They have like this white picket fence kind of situation. Some are cheaters. Some are hooking up with the nurses. You don't know what your doctors are necessarily doing all the time unless you live in one of those small towns where everybody just knows everything about everyone's business. Then again, though, Dr. Jen Armstrong did agree to film and put her life out there. So with that is going to come a lot of scrutiny, and that's exactly what she is getting. People who want to know more about her business, her lawsuits, her relationship, her drinking, and everything in between. Guys, I want to know what your thoughts are about Heather Dubrow saying that production made the editing of her dinner party look shitty. This is not the first dinner party that Heather has had a problem with. I don't know if you guys remember the $30,000 Nobu party, but that one also was kind of an issue. So go ahead, comment below. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. I also wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone who joined us for our recaps this morning. The first one for Real Housewives of Salt Lake City with Jason from Down with Jason. And then also the Candy and the Gang premiere with Tisa Tells. You guys are the best. We appreciate the hell out of you. So thank you. Thank you. Don't forget to smash that like button, and we will see you so very soon. Bye, guys.